Alright, um, we're gonna take on JKtheBullfrog. Um, we've got time limit of 1+2. We're just playing a straight up series. Yeah, it's about 11 p.m. here, and JK offered a match request, so I'm accepting. Okay, bishop b5 check. I feel like that's to stop knight c6. Okay, he's playing very actively. Leave this here. Or we can capture. Okay, I'm just gonna. I want to play an interesting looking move. I can either take f2 first. No, I think I'll just go straight to b6. Because he's after bishop f4 is left b2 hanging. And I get to hit the knight. So if knight e4, I wonder if I can be greedy and take more pawns. Probably not. I don't think that's a good idea. Just take. Bishop at d4 doesn't look good. I can't take this knight because of knight at h6. No, I think knight e4 maybe is okay, but maybe I've got pawn at d5 here. I think I'll play that. I'm gonna get hit on dark squares rather, sooner or later, so I do have to put some pressure on here. And I've got the fork anyway, so yeah, if rook b1 I would consider sacking the queen and then taking. But if you're familiar with my channel, you know that I'm probably considering sacking a queen in lots of scenarios, so Now, can I just take that? I feel like I should. Okay, so he's just going straight for my dark squares here. This is very dangerous. Okay, I'm going to stop knight at h6. Queen's going to capture on d5. Queen f7 is a mate threat. As is queen takes d8. This is difficult to deal with. Queen takes d8 is a problem. I didn't have a good response there because queen takes f7 was mating me as well. Nicely played. Okay, ZH, first viewer to join. Hey, how you going? So JK has been playing the game longer than I have. Very strong Bughouse and Crazyhouse player, and has stood the test of time like a few of us others have. So JK is, you know, I'd say quite a creative player, quite a sensible player who'll play for activity in opening, and then he will try to attack. Quite straightforward, quite simple, makes sense. Okay, I've played a lot of this up against Opperwesen, um, and I find it a very balanced position. Okay, he's going h5. That's a J killer style kind of move. I don't mind castling. Knight f4 is potentially going to come in, but I want to defend g2 anyway, one way or another. Bishop at g4. Yeah, okay. I don't mind playing f3. I'm not concerned about knight e3 just yet. I was going to play king h1, because if I ever put a queen on d2, bishop at e3 is going to be a problem. Since his bishop left h3, king h1 was okay. But yeah, he just let his time tick down. He took too long. Alright, we tried a d6. Let's go e4, e5. Let's play. So if I'm right, JK might go for his king h1 line. We've had some very interesting games. Alright, king h1 is what's been played. I've played king h8 a few times, but queen d7 I think is the latest try I've played. And then what when it takes, knight d5, bishop at g7, knight at f5. And then he's going straight for knight at f5 this time. Well, I feel like I have to take this. So there's bishop at e4. And now we got to make sure we're not blundering cold. So queen h5, have I got any just got to check if there's any dangerous discovery kind of moves. Knight d4, knight g5 is not an issue, knight e5 is not an issue. So if here, knight d4, bishop here, looks okay. I'm going to trust myself. I feel like he's done this bishop at e4 idea at a different time when his bishop was already here on b5 and he could take this knight and make some weakness on g6. But here I feel like black's a pawn up. So if white doesn't do something quickly with initiative, then I feel like black should be better. So in a sense, playing black here, you've got your messed up structure, but in my view, it's for black to just consolidate, and if time progresses, black will be better in the long run, and white's got to prove something in the short term. So now maybe knight d4 because I don't have bishop at g4. I can take this one to get out of the way of the queen attack, that's important. I just want to cover on g7. I don't want to cover on g6 because I'm going to get pinned here. He's running dangerously low on time. Yeah. The Fuchsia, welcome as well. Okay, we'll repeat opening just for a few games. Let's see where this goes. I'm sensing like a queen takes h4 or something. No, didn't go for it. Ooh, bishop at a3, that's creative. So That's a new move, not seen this before. Takes, queen here. Pawn at b2, takes a rook, takes here. I don't mind that. He's got queen d4, I've got queen c6, yeah. I think I gotta play it. Could have gone queen g4 as well, but pawn at b2, I'd rather answer with queen takes c3 than castles. But queen takes d4 is actually hitting this guy too. Queen takes d4, takes bishop here. You can pick up a rook, pick up the pawn, but is it worth it? Should I be taking this first, maybe? Because it might be worthwhile having a hole on g7 to attack with. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, alright. We'll go this way. Because there's some nasty tricks if he takes with a pawn. Yeah, I think this is worthwhile. I can put a pawn there, or yeah, I can't do that. Queen at e2 is mate in one. We have to do it this way. I don't feel confident in this position. Oh, maybe knight at d5 was a try. I probably don't have enough pieces. Let's give it a go. I think I'm sacking too heavy here. Oh, I'm gonna get mated. That's when you're low on time and you don't calculate things and say, let's have a go at something. That doesn't work out. Not against this quality opponent. Maybe instead of queen at c5, bishop at b4 was better in the last game. Alright, I think I want to play with a bit more tempo. Play a bit faster. Bishop here, knight d4, maybe knight at g4. h3. Yeah, we'll see if he plays knight d4 this time. No, he's gone knight e3. What does knight e3 do? So he's doing some kind of thing where he gets a knight f5 and he looks at g7, I'm pretty sure. Can I just take this and play knight at g3? Surely that's not too bad. Okay, let's grab the knight. Maybe he's looking at knight at g3 himself. So I prefer to take here. I want to force the issue. So he can't play knight at g3. I want to play it first. If I just recaptured here, he can play knight at g3, hit the queen, and then get to relative safety. I don't mind doing all these trades off first, knight at g4, and then capturing here, after establishing some weaknesses on his king side. So I can bring the queen in. Might do that straight away. Threaten to take g2. I take this, rook at f2, doesn't quite work. This is quite strong, queen takes g2. It's a mate threat right there. So bishop here, pawn here, if knight here. Yeah. Maybe rook at h1. Wow, so he's playing this to try to get with his knight g5 check. I'm gonna sidestep it. He can put a pawn on here, I can take it, knight check, I can step back to h8. So I'm avoiding this discovered check where I'd lose my queen, pawn f2, king runs to safety. I do have to preserve this queen, just for the moment. So I'm threatening mate on f1, but yeah, the difference here is I get rook at f2 and queen at e2. This is mating. If I take the queen on d2, it's different because the king goes to d2, and I don't have rook at f2 being a direct check. He can actually block with something on e2. So that's why I put the pawn on e2 first, to encourage queen takes e2, get his king on e2. Yeah, so that was a good game. Happy with that one. Okay, so he doesn't want to go into this sort of line. Yeah, let's just mess around a bit. I haven't seen much of this. I don't know if it's original. I want to claim that it is. But basically, it's a waiting move because black wants you to capture on f6 to open this up. That's what a6 is for. It's just to stop bishop b5, which is a common move. And then this is just to kind of stop knight e4 or knight g4, but not actually take this knight. So he's played this waiting move. Okay, he's actually gone back to d7 now. e5 is under threat, but I can get a freebie. I'm going to take this without much thought, just on principle that I can't let it hang. Okay, so that's a nice idea. Bishop c4 takes. Can I be like aggressive with pawn here? I gotta be careful. You can get mated really easily, like takes, knight c7 takes, bishop at f2, king here, knight at f4 mates. So maybe we'll leave that there. So I figure if he takes the queen, then at least this is under attack. And then if e6, queen at d7 is mate, so he's kind of got to cover d7 and f7. But he's taken this way, which is correct. And then I'm left without anything good. That's annoying. Alright, I gotta sack. Try to play on light squares. Well, this bishop was hanging. Why didn't I take that? That would have been simpler, wouldn't it? Oh, we'll take it now. Okay, some check coming in somewhere. Alright, he went for safety. My phone. Okay. Yeah, probably too slow. Bishop at e3. Yeah, alright. Well, it's just a dogfight from here. So, I have the worst king. And we're just playing Crazyhouse. Yeah, I'm in trouble here. I just want to stop knight at d3 check. He might take b2. No. Wow. Really? Okay. Alright, we're going for it. Now we'll take with this one. I just figure I should be safe out on c2 because his queen covers the knight at d4 check. That's the critical one. Yeah, I can take that because now I can come back and my queen guards c2. Yeah, so I mean, black was definitely better out of the opening there, but we got into a dogfight and I came out better at the end of that. And when I say dogfight, I mean like, you know, both of you are low on time and you're both in unfamiliar territory. You've both just got to play a wild position. So even if you're slightly worse, there's a lot of opportunity for both players to make mistakes. Okay, he's insisting on playing this line. Okay, so he is going with knight d4 this time. So I was thinking bishop at g4 or knight at g4. Knight at g4, h3, takes, queen takes, takes, h7's under attack. Queen here. I've got to decide if I want to allow trades or if I'm going to restrict them. So bishop here, he still plays bishop f3. But then he's not hitting me here. So if f3, yeah, I think bishop here is reasonable enough. Bishop f3, I wonder if pawn at h3 is interesting. Takes, takes, takes. No, he just went knight d5, so he's just looking for this one. Yeah, I've got to cover f6, that's critical. Alright, he's just ignoring his queen, so I'll take it, because queen h2 looks dangerous. Probably not mating, but another knight would definitely be mate, because if I take here, for example, you get knight at g3 here, queen at g1, knight at f2. Alright, he's got a knight at g6 trick here. So I've got to take that. Can't come here, because that's mate. Can't come here, because that's mate. I do have to take this. Now, is knight at g3 worth anything? Not really. I need another rook or a queen. So I'm going to have to defend. Knight at g5. And then we'll see what happens. Knight at g4 would set up mate threats with knight at g3. Can't take here because of queen at h2. But knight at g4 he can probably play something else. So I might want to play knight at h4 just to try to remove his best attacker. Whoops, ran out of time. That's a shame. That was a good game. I would have liked to have played that one a bit longer. Sveta 9000, is this delayed? No, this isn't delayed, but there might be some lag between how long it takes my computer to get to the Twitch server and how long it takes the Twitch server to get to you. So it might be a bit delayed relative to looking at it directly on Lead Chess. Okay, pawn at a3. Yeah, it's delayed like the normal 5 seconds, but that's not deliberate. That's just straight up internet. No, I want to take with the queen. D1 or B1? Go to B1. Okay, we'll play the aggressive move, knight at h5. Okay, castle straight into it. Okay, I think he's covering f6. I could still play for like bishop at f6. Or maybe bishop at g5. We'll go this way. If he plays pawn at f6, I'll take it. Alright, he's going here. Being gutsy here. We're getting into dogfight territory again. Ooh. I think I'm busted here. I've taken a bit too much risk. Yeah, queen at h3, knight at e2. Yeah, bishop at h4 was too loose. Oh, damn. That's a bad pre-move. I was expecting bishop at e4, but he got me with an anti-pre-move there. Well, I don't think he was angling for knight takes f6, but it worked out that way. That's okay. We'll live with that. Oh, donation. Opera in disguise. Huge donation. $100. That's from Opera Wesen, guys. Thank you so much. Current world champion, Opera Wesen. Who's yeah, he's been talking to me about how to get that done. So thanks for the donation, and glad you figured it out. The donation goal at the bottom right is all about the 3+2 Crazyhouse World Championship Fund. The goal is $2,000, but the prize pool of $2,000 will be guaranteed regardless. If we fall short of the goal, then I will be guaranteeing the full fund. So I will cover the balance of what is not covered by the goal. And if we meet the goal, then I look forward to guaranteeing the next year's prize fund for 2021. So yeah, it's all win-win here. We're in good shape. Okay, bishop g5. I'm gonna go aggressive for g7, but c2 is gonna be under attack, so I may need to play f4 just to keep this knight. This bishop is like the kind of bishop that looks silly, where you want to try to make a point that it is indeed a bad piece. I can take with knight e or knight g. This is looking good actually. I'm going to take this way because I'm now putting pressure on g7, and this knight still blocks off the c2 threat. Got to be something good here. Something's got to give. Take pawn at f5. Take. Yeah, I don't want to trade in the wrong way. I reckon we go for it this way. Cut off the defense. Now, is it queen g4 or knight at g7? Queen g4. I'm going to cut the king off from d7. The knight at g7 has a bit more sting to it. Okay. Yeah, we'll just promote. Looking for queen f7 here. Pawn at f2 makes sense. Damn. I stuffed that one up. I'm in trouble now, all of a sudden. It's a bad miss. Bad miss. Wasted a good game here. Not dead yet, but I was in much better shape than I am now. Okay, can I take that? Will be gutsy. Ah, no, now he can play queen h2. I just gave him the whole game there. Tried to be fancy with queen takes g6, but he had the pawn at f2 resource, so that's disappointing. So again it says, I'm surprised Jan saw queen takes g6, but not queen takes e6. What move was queen takes e6? I still haven't seen queen takes e6, even after you told me queen takes e6. Is that like a queen from g4? Same move that you tried queen. Yeah, but what's the follow-up from queen takes e6? Oh, comes with check. F takes e6. Ah, queen takes e8. Okay. Yeah. No, that's just a miss. Okay, knight d4. So there's knight at g4 here. Or it's queen g5 potentially. But yeah, I should stay focused on the present game. Alright, we'll play knight at g4. h3, I expect. So I might take with the bishop because this knight still covers here. There's a check, takes. Oh, he's taken straight away. I missed something here? Okay, knight at e7. Takes, king here. Pawn here, takes, knight here. It's complicated. Alright, we'll go for it. Alright, I'm not going to win this game by counterattack. If there's any chance, it's just by defense. Like maybe even a knight should go to e7 first before f4. Just to limit the potential of any attack. I mean, in principle, it's good to be attacking g2. So I've got to be patient here. Alright. Oh. Yeah, I'm looking good here as black. Got to try to keep that defense up. Looks like a clear victory here, but we can't get complacent. Alright. Good defense. Alright, we're down 6-5. Lost 4 games in a row there. Just stop the bleeding. Yeah, this was a fun game before. I didn't mind this f3 sort of business. But I don't have to take d5. It feels like it should be okay for white, but I can just avoid all the complications and play f4. E2 or where? Bishop d3 I don't like. No, we might just do the quickest form of development. It's gonna protect c2. This is open, this is open. Okay, let's play. He's looking for knight takes e5, so he's making a stake in the center. No, I'm just gonna ignore it. We'll go straight for the king. Okay. I'm just gonna tempted to play either bishop or knight takes. I think it's knight takes it's gonna be. I'm just holding off on pawn at f6. I was trying to get some control here first. Sacked a lot of pieces for pawns. Knight at f2 coming in. Okay, if it takes, he's got the protection now, so I'll come back. I mean, black's just better here, but we've got to try to cook up something. Alright, we'll get a queen, hopefully without being mated. Any queen at g1 sort of stuff. Ah, he's got knight at g3. That was my idea from a previous game as black, and I just missed it. Okay. All my piece sacks didn't work out last game. Okay, he's taking the knight first this time. So knight at e7 check, he can pick up a pawn, that's not too bad. What's he playing for here? Should I just put a pawn on e7 maybe, just to stop knight at e7? He's got knight g5, no. Okay, he's just gonna knock the queen around. No, I can't afford to leave this queen on this diagonal anymore. So I am going to get hit again. So bishop f5 here, knight here, here, knight here, takes, pawn at g7. Looks horrible. Okay, I don't want to go back here because I'm getting hit with bishop here. Yeah, just maybe bring a rook in. You might play bishop d7. No, he's not doing that one. Alright, maybe queen h5. I don't have a good answer to queen h5 here. Alright, he's gone to g4, so he's got a knight h6 trick. Better cover it this way. From bad to worse. Alright, now f7's gonna fall, so I'm in big trouble. Like, it's really nice how he's just maneuvered all the white pieces and controlled all the light squares. Yeah, we gotta take that. So f7's just gonna... Pawn at g6 is a really clean win. I'm not sure. Yeah, he's probably trying to calculate something by force, but he doesn't have to. Yeah, you can just rinse and repeat. And there should be a mate with like a knight here at some stage. Yeah. That's too good. That's just been outmaneuvered. I've been passive all game and he's taken me to the cleaners. So maybe he's found a good way to refute that one. Okay, maybe my rook c2 was too slow last time around. So f6. Maybe we should support a potential attack on h6 a bit earlier. What's he trying to do here? Come in on c4. I wanna strike pretty quickly and soon because there's a couple knights over on this side of the board. So I want to try to open up the king side as quickly as I can. Okay, knight at c4. This is like a instinctive move. We'll load up with pieces first. How to proceed from here? Oh, okay. Am I overcommitting with an attack here? Yeah, maybe I am, but can't help myself. So rook at g4, I'm looking at rook at g3. Oh, he's gone this way. I'll still play rook at g3, I think. Pawn at f2 is going to sting me, isn't it? I'll just go here. Oh, he's got the knight. Not really doing this well. Yeah, I'm just playing adventurously when I shouldn't and I don't have to. And I'm finding every game where I'm like, let's try this, and I don't actually calculate something, like he always comes up with the goods. If I keep to actually thinking about things and relying on more black and white calculation, then things are working out better. So let's not get too adventurous. Okay, bishop at e4. Now he's got this knight d4, which I'd picked up much earlier, but maybe. Hang on. Can I do something different, like bishop takes f2? I just feel if I don't adapt here, knight at g3 was already a bad move. We've got to at least try to do something. Here, knight at g3. Doesn't really help me though, does it? I think we've still got to cover this one. Yeah, bishop at f5 is going to sting next, isn't it? So like I've just talked about not allowing knight at g3, and then here we are, knight at g3 is on the board. Yes, JK used to be J Killer. J stands for Jeremy, actually. Jeremiah, and his true surname is Keller, Keller. So he used to call himself J Killer just by changing one letter. Should I just play c6? No, I can't just allow this. Hang on. Can't take either of those. Everything seems poisoned here. Nah, this is knight at f5 is gonna be the end of me here. Alright. Gotta stop this allowing 4-game streaks sort of business. Let's play properly. Let's get some wins on the board. Okay. I feel like I'm just giving him positions that he likes to play, and yeah, it's a bit unlike me to just keep pushing into the same openings and not adapt. I usually like to adapt. So here, pawn b5. If it takes, I play d5, and then this opens up. Oh, Blunderman 1. I was just trying to be funny desperately. Okay, sorry. I guess I messed that up for you. Alright, pawn at d7 looks good. We're gonna go for it. It takes, pawn at d7, king here, takes, queen here, queen, king here. He kinda gets away with it, doesn't he? Really? I feel like he shouldn't be able to get away with it, but I think he is. We don't have to play queen d7 here. We can do other things. We can play like a bishop at g4. This is where I've gone wrong before, and tried to take him head on with something tactical without looking far ahead. Because if you actually let him run his king to a7, I think he's good. So now I can take here or take here first, or queen take here, queen check here first. I think I like the queen check first, or maybe I should be taking this. No, we'll take this. Pawn at c3 was better, wasn't it? Just to keep the d file open. So importantly, that's check. If when the queen. Whoa, really? I think he's missed that it's check. But yeah. Alright. Maybe we need to change our openings a little. So we can play e5, but we need to do something different. So this is a new fun opening I've been playing with, queen e7. Which just looks like a waste of a tempo, but it basically avoids just a bunch of theoretical lines. So now we'll just make him play. So the finisher played a couple games with white playing c3 earlier today in the Elite Crazyhouse arena. And I think I was trying out bishop at g4 and bishop at h5, and it didn't really work out well for me. So we'll give this a go. No, bishop here, knight here is bad. So yeah, I think this knight belongs on g5. Because if knight at e5, he just plays queen g3, and then he's happily hitting my g file. So I want to put the knight on the g file itself. I could take e4, or I could take c5. Pawn at e7 is something that you've got to look out for. We'll take e4, because then at least f6 is covered. If I'm taking this, am I being too greedy? Alright. What do you reckon, Genna? We're stealing pawns here. Knight at g6. That's the idea. That's actually really strong. He's shattered my dreams in one move there. Knight at e7. Wow. Yeah, too greedy, hey? Knight takes c5. Yeah, I don't have a good response to this move. I mean, I can throw things. Queen g5. Ah, yeah, that's still. I forgot there's a double check. I was thinking like pawn at e4, and then For some reason I thought like the pawn would still be there if I take h3. Like it's like I get 2 moves in a row. That's madness. Genna 217. So stealing pawns is not recommended versus JK. You take his pawn, he takes your king. But Genna, you've said that of lots of players where you take their pawn and they take your king. Is that more representative of JKiller or more representative of your own play? That's my point, I guess I'm making. Alright, knight d5 here, take, pawn at d4. Nah, I've got to keep this in a way that it's a position he doesn't like. Yeah. Again, is saying, well, they take my king all the time. You might be right. Probably my fault. The way to beat JK is to challenge him to games with no incremented flag. Yeah, that is one way. Okay, he's gonna get e5 or something. This is quite a good move. I'm gonna castle into it. If he wants to take d4, that's okay as well. I know he can win my queen. Bishop takes, queen takes. Maybe I should play queen takes first, actually. But I don't mind this one. Like the young, confident Jan, not this old and sleep deprived Jan, but the young, confident Jan would be looking at this position, saying, "Well, how do I convert from here?" Not like I have chances or there's potential. It's like, how do I convert from here? That's how I would be thinking in the past. I've got to try to let the past self inspire the present. Yeah, okay, we'll just do it this way. That's very accurate. Can't I win the queen with check though? I should have played this before, not what I played. Because I think pawn at h3 might have been winning for him. Well, hard to say. But I am glad I took that one for being able to live up to an old attitude that would have just said, well, I've got two pieces for the queen, and I think I can maneuver my opponent around. This just looks like fun. Like, gotta play g5. I mean, part of this queen e7 idea is also the fact that you haven't castled yet, so g5 is a bit more viable. So here it's interesting. I just feel like castling queenside is not a bad idea, but knight d5 is going to open things up quickly. Yeah, thinking too much here. Alright, we'll go for knight d4. I kind of feel like in playing g5, like knight d4 just didn't make sense with g5. I don't know what went wrong with my brain. It's very frustrating because I can tell it's honestly a performance issue, and to say that sleep deprivation has no effect on your play, I think is being too optimistic. Um, Mikey Grove 666 says, if you're so good at Crazyhouse, how come you aren't a grandmaster at normal chess? Oh, there's a lot much more to chess than there is to Crazyhouse. I think that's your answer there. So knight at f4 is coming in. I'm gonna actually respect that and defend the bishop. So black, I think that's assessed as a draw if black wants to take that. Maybe Katask would go for that. I'm not picking up this free pawn just yet because I know that JK wants in with knight at f4, so rather than try to steal a pawn, I'm just gonna play against his strategy. He's a bit easier to beat if there's nothing to do. So still he's angling it getting in on g2 or something. There's no knight at h3 tactics that work because I either take here and have a defender on d3, or he has to take, like if he plays knight g2, bishop takes, and then knight takes. My knight's defending h3. I mean, this should be good for white. Rook takes the knight. He doesn't have two knights in hand. So knight at h4, king g1 should be fine. Okay, is there no mate here? This is one of those points where I don't have to take risk and I just shouldn't. But yeah, I sense that there's mate. It's not quite because he can block with a knight on g7. Alright, what's my move? I'm just gonna run out of time. Like strategically sitting there back like three or four moves back is just actually really bad practical play, like horrible. And I was speaking with Oppa Wezen just earlier in chat today, and basically saying like when I feel like I'm playing well and I'm in form, I feel like anything could be created on the next move, and it's all exciting. And then when I'm not in form, I feel like I'm just kind of wandering around aimlessly, and I'm like a sitting duck. And right now I feel more like the latter. I'm just like going through the motions. Here, not creating anything new. We're just going through what we played before. But here we can try retreating to d7, at least covering e7. So I feel like a bishop deserves to go here. And that's so that if he ever tries bishop at f5, there's no knight at e7 tricks. Alright. Let's just try to steady the rocky boat. As Veda says, Carlson says his weakness in chess is dynamics. ZH is very dynamic. What does that mean? I don't get it. Carlson says his weakness in chess is dynamic. Like change in dynamics? Yeah, I thought Carlson would be quite good at that actually. Here I'm thinking bishop at g4 is right. I just got to check on things. Bishop at f3. Takes. Queen f7 could be an issue. No, I don't need to play for that sort of risk. I should be able to control defense well enough without having to do that. Okay. So he's going to try to take d5 with a queen, or yeah, win a rook. Maybe I counter it this time. I just didn't want to allow that to be a check. We're going to pay the price. Looks interesting. He's got rook at h7. I've got to be careful here. I think this wins. Queen g4. Knight at c4. Looks very good. Yes, yes, yes. That is more like it. I don't know, maybe king e2 was safe instead of king f3, but I was just happy to get some practical play right. And I think he had a better defense with, after pawn at h3 instead of bishop f3, he could have taken. Nah, he's played some good lines here. Let's just, let's chicken out a bit. He might take d4 and take e5. Let's see. How to make progress here. I like something like queen d3. I feel like I want to have my queen be able to swing to h3 at a later date. So I might drop d4 here, but the rook's looking at d4 too. There's maybe a pawn f7, swing across. H7's open too. Okay, let's do it. JannLee queen sack. He's taking this knight though, that's going to be a problem. Yeah, this shouldn't be sound, but it's too much fun not to play. Just the queen takes h7, just to sack a queen for a pawn cold and try to play for a win. That's too much fun not to try out. Am I getting mated? No. So I can. Yeah, I gotta go for this. Because at least then queen takes e5 is defended by knight at g6. I'm not worried about getting mated. I've got a rook here. So now here looks convincing. Gotta be careful I don't get mated though. So it's all looking sharp. Yeah, sharp game, fun game, and I got a win with a JannLee queen sacrifice, queen takes h7. Where I understand that the definition of a JannLee queen sacrifice is that it's just unfounded and probably unsound and not really required at the time, but there's an addiction element involved in playing it. Okay, so we'll try to revive this line with the more conservative queen d7 instead of queen h5, and no doubt JKtheBullfrog will make a very good attempt at refuting this line again. But I mean, the reason why I'm playing this is black is actually a pawn up, and I suppose that's a style of play I'm quite familiar with, just trying to prove that the initiative isn't there, and then there's a residual advantage. Yeah, okay, I have to take that, or else I'm not calling his bluff. Yeah, with knight at g7, I don't see where this goes. Knight at g5, knight at g7. There's two good options. I think this is fine. So knight at h5. You could play even knight at f5. Or I can always switch to knight at g5. But we will. Is forced to issue. Let's see, that bishop takes e6 may have been more dangerous. Oh, he's gonna do it anyway. Right, okay. So that makes sense. So should I actually be playing king f7 here? And then bishop takes, queen takes, and then you run the king. No, am I talking nonsense? Because if bishop takes, queen takes, my knight defends anyway. Yeah, we'll just go to h7 then. Alright, so black with a big material advantage, and if white can't find mate, then black is winning. Okay, has to be taken, has to be defended, gotta cover e6. Alright, can I sneak in? Or should I just not even think of an aggressive move and block it all out with pawn at f5? Or I like the bishop. I think it's good to have some defense back on f5 later. Oh, okay. I've slipped into his trap, it seems. Yeah, I just helped him, which is unfortunate. That's gonna come back and haunt me, I think. I might have had to use a pawn there. Yeah, he's won a lot of pieces. Didn't capitalize like I wanted to. Oh, he's got rook takes. No, that's the wrong way. He has to keep this bishop defending here. Rook takes I think was good for white, but this should be good for black. Alright, we put a string of wins together. That's a great question. Kemhem, however, 9000. Sorry if I haven't pronounced your name correctly, but so why isn't ZH960 more popular? I think ZH960 has huge potential to be popular, and it's not popular because we're just too early for it. We're just at the stage where it's still in its infancy, and I think it will become more popular. Because even 960 now, particularly with a lot more internet chess, that's being played among grandmasters for prize money, and yeah, if chess can go that direction, so can Crazyhouse. Actually, I would like to promote a new variant as well, and if it's the next variant that's going to be on this channel, I think it will be 01 Chess. And yeah, I got in touch with Yasser just over email. Haven't been in touch with him for quite some time, but yeah, we might try to arrange a stream sometime. He is aware that 01 Chess is on pychess.org, so I will endeavor to make that happen. Just letting you know right here and now. Okay, I need to undermine this knight, so I gotta do that somehow. Maybe pawn at b5 was the way, but this is not bad either. S chess, not S house. No, we'll just do one thing at a time. We won't get to S house just yet. This is ugly. I got this knight at e7 trick, but it doesn't really do what I want it to do. So I might just have to cover with pawn at e3. So I'm just down material here a little bit. Is taking the queen really worth it? Probably not. But it's good to get this check in while I could. Okay, I'm still down like a piece. Not ideal. That was just helping him really. Well, maybe I can. I don't mind this knight here. I was more concerned about a pawn landing there, actually. Wow, what is this? Okay, he put the pawn on that I was dreading. Very hard to defend. Is there a trick here? Knight at f7 or something, or knight at g6? Knight at f7 we'll try. Can't play king g8 because knight at e... No, he's fallen into mate in 1. Oh, ugly. I stole a game. Okay. Yes, S house is, like Mugwort said, combines S chess with hawk and elephant. With ZH, yeah, it's... I haven't played with hawk and elephant yet. Which one is hawk and which one is elephant? So Zero One chess is like there's 2 extra pieces, as I understand. Queen is a combination of bishop and rook, so there's 2 additional kind of queen-like pieces. One's an elephant, one's a hawk, and one is a combination of knight and rook, and one is a combination of bishop and knight, which makes for some really interesting positions, I imagine. And if I'm not mistaken, what do you have to clear the spots which are originally taken up by the bishops to be able to place them on those? Like, well, how do they get on the board? Elephant is rook plus knight. Okay, hawk is bishop plus knight. Thanks, Romelian. But how do you actually get them on the board? I don't think it's like Crazyhouse where you can just put them anywhere. I think you have to develop them. Okay, I think pawn at d5 makes sense here. We just got to be careful of exactly how it's going to work. There is some value in playing bishop at g4 just to stop the queen from getting to h5 or g4. I think I have to play bishop at g4. If f3, that's okay. Okay. I'll take that. Queen here, I'm still thinking bishop at or pawn at g4. One of the two. He may actually sack on g4. I'm gonna go with bishop because I just think I need to cover the back. Alright. So, not entirely unexpected. I think it's good to create that weakness. And yeah, here's where we'll put the queen on to defend. If knight at f5, I'm going to take g2. Yeah, we'll just defend, stop the knight coming in on either of these squares. That's a good move. It's picking up the rook. I should have preserved that rook. That was actually worthwhile preserving. I guess in a way I was just somewhat relieved I'm not getting mated immediately, but I'm a long way short on material. Or sneaky rook at g1, queen at f3 is going to be fine. Because after takes he's got queen at h7 mate in 1 mate threat. So this is curtains for me. Oh, he didn't have to do it this way. Looking for a sneaky swindle, but I don't think it'll happen. But you gotta... I mean, it was much cleaner if he just took my queen. He's kind of given me some room to move here. Be it very little room to move. Yeah, there must be something decisive here. Yeah, I feel like he's not made the most decisive finish. I'm just going to defend h5, I think. Okay, the pawn's coming in. Do I have enough defense? I think he's got queen at h7. We'll just see where this goes. I'm going to defend the square my king is on. Got a lot of bishops defending me. Queen here. No. Queen here. Queen h7. He doesn't have another bishop in hand, so I've got enough. I can't do that. g5. Attacking the queen. Oh no, I'm getting checked. Sad. No, we're in big trouble here. Oh, what a game. I have to cover g6. Alright, I run the king. No, I ran out of time. There was a donation there. What was that? Slim MG donated $25. That's huge. This is towards the ZH prize fund. Thank you so much, Slim MG. Appreciate your support. Yeah, that was a fun game there, but JK got away. Well, I don't think knight takes f7 is playable. I feel like there's some queen f6. I'm gonna just back off here. Yeah, good question, Mugwort. I don't know. Says no, you can't place a new piece to block check. Yeah, I mean it would also be really good to basically test the implementation of what is on the server. Queen e2. I don't like this. Maybe it should have been queen e1 actually, not queen e2. I didn't like I was blocking my own bishop, but I wanted to stop d5. So queen e1 would have been better. So I'm going to stop d5 by putting a pawn there myself. But queen e2 has its merits because you can run your king this way around without losing defense of e4, and that looks like it's going to happen. So yeah, we'll just play Crazyhouse here. I'm just gonna go center, center, center. He might play rook e8. Yeah, that's expected. That's a J killer kind of move. Just keep covering d5. So what's material like here? Like, am I... Yeah, white's up a pawn. Uh-huh. This is kind of annoying. He's going to hit me with bishop at f2. Like a rook takes e4. That looks like kind of what he would do. Queen at e1. Is that an issue? Or can I brave the storm? Queen at e1. Pawn at h3. Looks like it's coming next. Yeah, rook at h4. I must be dead here, but I'll play on till I'm actually not moving anymore. Rook at h4. Still come here. Okay, must be taken. Ah, he's got mate. That's a nice finish. Okay. JK pulling ahead again. So yeah, if I get a stream with Yasser, if I'm lucky, it may happen within the next week. I think he just got back from some travels a few days ago and was saying he was still jet lagged, so he's recovering from that. But I will certainly let you know if we've got a time to be scheduled. I'm thinking it'll probably be maybe like Australian 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. start. Could even be on a weekday. Yeah, I just got to get back to making some content. Mixed with chess says tell him to play more ZH again. Haven't seen him on for a while. Yeah, he was saying give me 5 days to recover from jet lag and also so I can prep a little bit. So if you see him taking on level 7 stockfish like he used to do more often, that's what might be behind that. He's doing this line again. I'm just going to go straight to g5 this time. Last time it went with knight at g7 and he got his knight on h5 with tempo. So I think this is a better move. No, g7 or g5? I think still g5. No, queen h7, pawn at g6. We gotta be careful. Maybe I take the rook. Not take the rook, take the knight, I mean. Or queen at f6 could be okay. Just gotta be precise. Do need to hit his queen at some stage. So he's got this knight e7 sort of trick. I think this belongs here. He can put a bishop on here if he wants, but Mm. I know this kind of seems silly to give a queen at this stage, but it's what I believe in. Yeah, that wasn't part of the plan. Uh-oh. Got myself in a bit of a knot, but should be okay. Only just holding on to g6. Oh, he's getting resourceful though. No, we'll take it. Is this mate? No, I should be able to go this way. Oh, I survived. That was a good one. Yeah, no, I think Yas has just been really busy this year. Like, I think he's been doing a lot more streaming with the Chess Bras or chess.com. Here, I feel this should be good for white, but I gotta prove it. I'm gonna go with Queen E1 here. Yeah, okay. If he plays pawn F2, I'll just go back to D1. I don't mind that. Wow, what is... That doesn't make sense to me. It still doesn't make sense to me. Okay, I don't think it's making sense to JK either. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, it's just E5. I just don't want this queen to open up and get active. So I'm actually gonna sack a pawn here. And then if he takes that, I'll just play King D1. Yeah. No, I don't want to take that one. Let's cover the knight, because there's a Queen H4 check that can come in. I'm up a lot of pieces, but I'm very underdeveloped. So we've got to still proceed carefully. But not so carefully that we lose on time. No, we'll play King takes. Pawn at E3, I'll just back off, because I can't take that really. Yeah, pawn at F4. He's gonna get me there. Just defend, defend, defend. Just defend all day. This knight's trapped. Defend, defend, defend. Okay. I think I can afford to attack now. He said my energy was running very low. Yeah, I'm glad I got to fix my screen up for you guys. I mean, for a long time I've been streaming without the chat window here, and then I just made a little bit of an effort in the Streamlabs software, and it just looks better. Kataska's in the house. Alright, we've explored this line a few times now. So we're back to knight h4. I think bishop at g4 is right here. And then I don't have to take that. I could move this way. Because the main purpose of bishop at g4 is just to stop the queen coming out with ease. So maybe take queen g4 still happens, but he's at least had to sacrifice a piece for it. Takes, do you take with the queen or the pawn? This queen's going to get hit no matter where it is. Alright, I'll take that one, because my queen was going to get hit anyway. Okay, I don't want to block on g6 really. I think it makes sense to cover h7. Now I can't defend both of these. So that was the idea of putting the queen here. But I can concede this one. I'll put it here. Yeah, okay. Queen sack time. Knight h6, king here. Alright, he didn't do it. Alright, we'll just make it difficult for this knight to escape. Enemy knight next to your king is a friend, and I'm trying to keep this friend close to me, because it keeps me very safe. Knight at f5 is an idea. It's certainly enough to make my opponent consume some time. Alright, we're going to take that. Alright, we'll just defend h8. I can't take this, it's poison because of knight at h5. We'll take with the bishop. So we're defending here. Yeah, it's okay. Now the bishop's always good for defense. This queen's trapped. I can't take it at the moment. I'm gonna have to put more attack on it. And also defending f6 enough times. Can I start attacking? I don't have to start attacking yet. We'll just stay safe. Okay, got a hit on my king. We'll just back that one off. Nah, I'll just take pieces. That's okay. No, I'm short on time. I had to make a quick decision there. I want to defend adequately. Oi! What am I doing? That's horrible. I just blew the game. Still lost here. Nah, bad. Started attacking when I shouldn't have. Pawn at e2, very loose. Oh well, what can you do? I did all the hard yards to get back to a winning position and then just blew it. Good play. Okay, if they play f6 to conserve a pawn on the side, then I feel I have to play knight e5 to make a song and dance about the weakness on f7. Or else, if I just play pawn at b2, then black has an extra pawn in hand. Yeah, let's just go straight for it. So black's got enough defensive resource. I like bishop at b5 for black here. Just makes life a little bit difficult for white. But if bishop at b5, maybe I can play queen h5. Let's go on bishop a6 instead, because a bishop is good to keep in hand for g6. Is pawn at h6 too slow? Pawn e2 can be taken. We'll go pawn at h6. I've got to be as direct as I can, as fast as I can. Importantly, keep some pressure on the clock as well. Okay, I don't think I have enough to mate here. Maybe I do. Rook here, pawn here, queen d7. How does he stop that? Pawn at d7, I mean. You have to go king here. But then I can take and play here, queen h6, here. Take the knight first. I mean, it looks like it makes sense. Knight block. Maybe it's pawn at g7. Because now pawn at h7 is a big threat. This is a big threat. Hmm. Takes, knight here, no dice, no mate there. So where is my mate? Rook at g8, we just keep piling on. Alright, we'll catch her here. Alright, that's mate. Alright, e4. We'll stick with this. Both of us seem happy to enter this line. Alright, let's try to apply a little more time pressure this game. Let's get practical. So I know he's gonna play knight f5. I still got to block with something. So at least knight f5 isn't threatening mate if we block with a knight on g5. As you make your block here and stop the queen there instead of your block here where you stop the queen here. And then bishop at b3 played last time. Bishop at e4, but I have knight takes e4. Pawn at g6 is gonna mate me though. Yeah, pawn at g6 kinda spoils my day, doesn't it? Okay. This must be dead. Something like a knight f5 takes queen here. Don't quite see it. Or it's a straight up queen takes here. Takes knight here. Alright, I've got to take that. I didn't quite see it. Maybe he's seen something, but pawn at h7, king here, pawn here, pawn here. Does he take f7? No, he's going to take f7 first. Okay, I can't take this queen because of queen g6. So I've got to take this. Pawn at g6, take, no, so knight at f4 maybe. Got to defend aggressively, I've got to hit a queen. Pawn h6, king, yeah, nah, yeah, pawn g7, king back, h7 takes. Pawn at g6, you can take, yeah, alright, let's try that. Oh, can I just go straight to g8? I gotta move though. I just not move. Okay. It's tricky. I think he's got the goods. I mean, I have no mate threat on the king, so I'm gonna have a problem one way or another. Here I run up. No, yeah, forgot that one. Didn't like my chances anyway. Yeah, I'm not a big believer in this bishop takes f2, but proving it is an entirely different thing. Yeah, well, I'm gonna take this if he wants to win my queen. He might go pawn at g4. So takes, pawn at f2, king, knight at d1, king here, queen at f2, king takes. Looks okay. Okay, well, take that. Ah, he's winning the rook. Okay. Knight at f5 just looks really, really strong. You got 2 points of entry here. You could play rook at e6. Oh, he's not even doing anything on the back. Okay. Do I have to defend? And play knight at g3. Okay, he's still maintaining the initiative. That's kind of annoying. So knight here doesn't do the job. I don't see a finish unless I'm missing something. I have to defend. I want to play pawn at e7, but I do want to defend this knight. Oh, so trying to block off the defense of the queen and rook with interposition of the rook on f8 rather than going for the swaps. Katas, John, what's your opinion on Bugzilla? I think he's really strong, but a little rusty. Yeah, Bugzilla was... Well, Bugzilla's been playing as long as I have. He's also got 2 kids. And he was our original best Australian Bughouse player to really break the top ranks many years ago. Good friend of mine, Bugzilla is kind of like a brother I never had. We actually spent a lot of time together before either of us had a girlfriend or got married. Yeah, like because we lived in suburbs pretty close to each other, and then we'd play everything: soccer, tennis, chess, poker, all sorts of stuff, foosball, PlayStation 2, you name it. We gave everything a red hot go. Can I defend this with the queen, or is there... No, because I can't get on the light squares. Maybe we go to h8 this time. Oh, here he comes. What have I missed? Ah, pawn of g6. That's what I missed. Yeah, that's pretty typical with how I play these days. We'll just not adapt, play the same opening where you're lost, and then suddenly you're mated. It's like, why aren't you adapting? I just I don't normally play like this. I just think how old's Spencer now? He's 8 months old, so 8 months of sleep deprivation is taking its toll. So Mercury1322 says, hello, why is it so rare to see a match between you and Helms? Yeah, I mean, it's been rare to even see a match with me involved at all in recent months. I just haven't been streaming much. That's my answer to that question. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm trying to line up something with Yasser in the next week, trying to get back to it. So yeah, like if we can get Bughouse with Helms, that'd be good too. Always up for some Bughouse with Helms. E3 or F2? E3 or F2? It's F2 because of D4. I've got to make some inroads here. If Queen at G6, then Bishop at G5, so hit the Queen at the same time as covering this Bishop. Makes sense. With Bishop E7, we'll take it. Then Bishop at G5 again. F6, takes. Maybe Knight takes F6. Yeah, I don't mind this position. Knight at h4 is also a way to trap this queen. But we'll do it this way first. d4 is now hanging too. What does this do? I don't understand this. Maybe he was looking at a queen takes h5, but I'm just not having any of it. So yeah, he is pinning my bishop. I get that. Okay, he's now making ground because he's undermining my defense here. I probably have to take this one. And now he gets g5. Oh, he stole from me. I thought I was capitalizing on a better material gain, but he's tricked me. Knight at f4 maybe? Yeah. Gotta defend this one. Alright. I feel like I gotta spring this check here. Takes. What? Check, take. I don't see any mate. Bishop covering, e2 and h3, critical squares for a knight to make an entry. So from here it should be a win. I don't just lose on time by going too slow. There we go. Okay, let's play a different opening, not e5. d5. I'm getting hit with pawn at h6. Alright, now d5, because g6 is under attack. Here I actually want to play g5. You could play pawn at e4. Yeah, okay. We don't have to make that sort of weakness in a hurry. The pawn at e5, we come back here, everything's still covered. If pawn at h5, then I'm provoked to play g5. Also with the pawn here, g5 actually traps the knight. Maybe I should have played it last move instead of knight c6. I mean, g5 is still good here. Okay, he's taken g6, knowing g5 was coming anyway. Yeah, I'm actually just going to take this so that I can make some holes in white's position as well. What, f7? I'll just leave that one alone. Knight at g6 would mate me, but he doesn't have a knight in hand. Well, now he's put a pawn there. I can lose a knight. He's got knight at h7. Yeah, knight at h7 I was quite concerned about. Mm. Alright, change my opening finally with black. Bishop d7. What's this about? So, Mugwort Katask, I gotta ask, how come you guys haven't signed up for the 3+2 Crazyhouse World Championship yet? Maybe just bishop b5. I'm just seeing if there's any benefit to taking this bishop now rather than later. Okay, this is interesting. What if I just castle into the storm? If knight at h4, I will run up. h5, pawn at g5. No, it's gone knight f5. Okay. My queen's still covering h4, so put pressure on the queen's side. So he's blocked his own queen, so I can afford to block my own queen just for a move. Alright, he wants queen h4. Okay, we'll allow it. Yeah, but I got knight at c7, which covers my queen. Feels like I should be able to go for mate here. We'll see if I'm right or not. Did enough. Okay, we'll stick with d6. What happened here last time? I did some kind of queen d6 thing. That didn't really work out. So maybe this time we'll take here first. Carrotman Katak says that JannLee Crazyhouse. How would you recommend to study to get better at Crazyhouse? You can use Stockfish for analysis. Stockfish is geared up to work with Crazyhouse. But traditionally I've said it's actually a lot about just playing a lot and getting a good practical feel for the game. I think that's just really important to be able to play critical positions well. If you've only been playing chess for a long time, there's a lot of unfamiliar positions to get accustomed to in Crazyhouse. A lot of a lot of common tricks and common pressures that opponents will put on you. Right, I'm actually just going to stop the pawn from getting to h6. Taking advantage of this just for a moment. And here, what to do here? Alright. Play a practical approach. I'm still just actually trying to keep my king safer than white's. Conceding that he's back. Okay. Getting the knight, but also looking in an f2. So h6 is secure. I didn't really want to take this pawn just yet. I'll just leave this as a hanging threat. I just feel my king is safer at the moment. That's what matters most. Okay, we'll play the mate. That was all practical there, just trying to prevent pawn at h6, because then I felt that for the rest of the game black would have a lot more tempo to generate an attack with. Okay, so JKiller pulling out the creative stops here. What if I just play like a bishop d3, knight c6? No, that's not gonna work out well. I think I gotta contest like I did last time. I don't have to put my bishop on d3. I could put it on e2, but I feel like I want to have the aggressive option to take on f5. This is basically after pawn at c6 last time we tried this. Okay, h5. So he's not concerned at all about me capturing here. I think he's right about that. But yeah, am I really concerned about him either? But isn't there like a knight at c7? King here. Takes, pawn here. King up, rook check. Alright, let's see where this goes. Not concerned about the checks here. I can run there. So it's queen takes, is threatening queen at g4, but then I've got pawn at c7. King e7. Pawn at d6, knight takes. Yeah, I'm not convinced that I have enough here. What if I make a knight? Not yet. Maybe we'll play the check first. I feel like I have to stop him from running out, but I didn't. But knight it here and I'm stopping the mate maybe? Nah. I shouldn't have thought so much about that one. I needed more time to play the later stages practically. And instinctively I still feel white's better. I could be wrong, but yeah, Crazyhouse at edge was saying bishop at d8, but I think king e8 and the checks run dry there. So there was potentially putting a bishop on f6 or... Yeah, I'm not gonna think about it right now. But if I get the chance, I'll play into the same line next game. Alright, we're back to this line, because I just forgot. So we're just playing it again. Yeah, what if we change it up? What if we do this? Bishop at g7. Okay, we take this. Do I have to take that? Maybe I can play bishop at g4. Like, stopping this knight h4 and queen coming out sort of business is worthwhile. You might just want to play bishop at e4 and try to do the same trade, but then I can play knight at f4. We can start thinking about rook g8 maybe. So yeah, like rather than like taking everything, maybe I get to open the position on my terms. He's got knight e5. Takes here. But he doesn't have a direct mate threat, so Maybe I can play this one first. Queen at g3 is expected. Bishop at f3. This doesn't go anywhere. Pawn at h6. Now, yeah, we should just grab this. You can put a queen on or a pawn on. I think the pawn makes sense. But queen g5 takes, bishop at f6. You gotta be really careful here. I think I'll use the queen actually. Just might prevent an issue later on. Knight takes. I gotta watch for knight at e6. Can I play pawn at h3? Yeah, maybe I can do that way. Pulling out all the resources you can. Gotta just dodge the checks. Alright. Yes, that was a good win. Happy with that one. Feeling a little bit sharper, bit by bit. So bishop d7. Could we play something considerably different? If you move the bishop too early, then queen b6. What about bishop e2? Nah, I still think I have to contest with bishop e5. I'm gonna be consistent. Okay, so going back to g6 this time. Just changed it up. But pawn at d6 looks right here. Let's go straight for c7. I mean, that's meant to be the drawback of black committing to play c5. And I haven't been able to exploit this in prior games. But with the knight on here, you know, he's covering d6 better. So he's just trying this one out, knight g6, but I just don't think it's as forceful. Because now this is a real problem. Rook at a8 is a big threat. This bishop is pinned, he doesn't have any pieces he can put on the back rank. So if he can push the king to e7, then you know, knight takes d5 takes, pawn at d6, and then it all falls apart. So knight, he's got a check here, so I got to look out for that. So there must be something else here though. Bishop d7, queen b4. What about queen b4? Pawn at c5 takes, takes. Pawn d6 takes, takes. If king f6, mate. If king to d6, and knight at e4 looks promising. Or I could just take on f6. We'll go this way. Maybe I can play knight at c6 here. Bishop at e8 is gonna mate. Yeah, didn't get a bad game from e4, e5 last time. Maybe we'll restore faith in it. Mixer chess and knight at f5, e takes f5, knight takes d5. Yeah, that's much cleaner, Mixer. I missed that one. Knight at f5 was much better. The way I played, I carried a lot more risk, both on the clock and on the board. So yes, Mixu, you're here as well. So how come you haven't signed up for 3+2 Crazyhouse World Championship yet? Mixu chess is the finisher, by the way. Big time theoretician in the modern game of Crazyhouse. I mean, there's no rush. That's why I've left it open for 1 month. I mean, the main thing is if someone's on holidays for a few weeks, I don't want them to miss out on registration. But I would think that a month is fair enough, given we're already in February. Okay, this is a completely different structure. Knight d5. And Mugwort says I always do things at the last minute. Nice. Yeah. No, I mean, fair enough. Also, I mean, I have put out the tournament and prize structure, but if you guys want to hang out for the full set of timeline and rules as well before you decide if you want to sign up, that's also understandable. Okay, this is kind of annoying. I gotta try to break free of this ugly grip on f6. So h3 has become viable now. I kind of want to. I could just defend with d8, but I'm actually going to keep an eye on h3. If he wants to start pushing, then I don't mind if the knight takes. Then my f6 square is under less pressure. Don't have to take that either. Bishop takes f7 is coming, but I've fallen for this same trick here. Okay, we'll take it. We'll take it. I lose f6, but my file opens up. Oh, I will sack. I didn't get the choice. He's played this nicely. He's got defense on the back. Alright. I gotta bite the bullet. Okay, I'm still not mated, so I've gotta try to attack, I guess. Ended nicely, but his queen is now... Oh, time! He had me there. He's had that well covered. That was a fun game. Alright, so I'm up 22 to 19 against JK tonight. He clearly was better, I think, at the start of the series. He was up 10 to 5, but I fought back. We did bishop d3. There's also bishop e2. I'm going to stick with bishop d3. I just feel that it is important to threaten here. The idea being to undermine this knight and play pawn at d6. We played f4 before. That went a certain direction. What if bishop takes f5? I kind of like the game we got out of f4 as well. Okay, that's just time wasted. Play f4. And he's changed up with knight here. Why am I attracted to this move? That can't be good. This one makes more sense. Just blocking off the queen from h4. Okay, we'll just rinse and repeat. If h6, I might play g6. I don't mind letting queen h4 there, just to stop the rook from getting open as well. Okay. This is a good piece. Black. Ah, that's how he's stopping me from... Well, alright. Get him to take here first so that the queen is not open. This is... Ah dear. He's picked me apart. He's stolen my position away completely. Alright. Can I do something here? Oh, yuck. I gotta defend e1 from the queening. Knight at d6. Queen takes g5 is very good. Queen e3. Wow, it's not looking good for me now, that's for sure. Yeah, that's pretty. Queen f3. Did I just miss a free queen? Yeah, I did. I missed a free queen. Oh well, what can you do? Sleep deprived at 2 AM. What am I doing playing this game? It's like this, kind of respect for your opponent that can sometimes work against you. You just stop looking for those sorts of blunders sometimes because of the quality of your opponent, and you should never do that. You should always be looking out. Okay. Knight d5. What about knight at e7? That looks kind of interesting. He might take f6, that wouldn't surprise me. And then bishop at h4, king g6, pawn at f5, I think that's alright. Okay, I'm gonna sacrifice the knight here to just gain some initiative. So yeah, pawn at h3 and things can happen pretty quickly in the wrong direction for white. d5 just makes sense. Oh, okay. You play knight at f5 first if you want. That's a big problem actually. I gotta come here. If knight takes or takes, we just capture here. I think we still capture here. Maybe queen at g6. Yeah, I like g6 better. You could have played queen takes f4, and there's bishop at f3, that was also interesting, but yeah, queen at g5 may have also been okay. I just felt it was useful to hit another knight. I think he should have taken my knight here probably. I think I'm bluffing there with bishop at f3, bishop at h3. I'll put it on. I'm just trying to attack as hard as I can. Is a knight useful? Okay, I'm in. Should this actually go to e2? Nah, we gotta keep this thread on. Okay, I liked the position I got last time, but he kind of tricked me into getting his h6 in a way that didn't really help me. So this time let's capture here because knight at c7 is on. That's a free rook. Well, I shouldn't say free. He's going to get a few checks, but I think it's good for white. Queen h4 check, king g2, pawn at h3, king g1. Oh, rook g8 is coming though. We've missed that one. Pawn at g5 should still hold. King f3 move. I think we gotta go to G1. Pawn at G2 becomes a problem. Queen G4, okay. Ah, he's got knight takes G3. That's quite beautiful. He's got knight E2 as well. How did it come to this? I thought I was like winning, and then I'm all of a sudden just lost. Ah, maybe Queen A5 was better. Too late now. I don't see where this is going. This is just air. Nah, maybe I can't just go King G1. Maybe King F3 is a better defense. That's really resourceful. Queen G4 was very nice because he stopped my king from going to F2. That's where I got tricked. I didn't realize that's what was defending against Queen G4. So maybe pawn at E3 was required. But even then, yeah, I feel like I got really badly tricked there. I felt like white should just be winning after knight takes A8, and then he's been very resourceful. So I thought after xg2, king hg2, knight h4, king h3, it takes b5. Yeah, then knight takes b5. Alright, here we go. This is the move I thought he would play last time. So we could take this, or we can just run. Because if he ever takes here, I can take back. Takes this one, I take that way. So I think I can... Ah, but king h7, knight g5. So maybe I have to take with the knight. Yeah, I'm gonna take with the knight. So knight at f6, and then there's like knight e5, queen h5, king here. Bishop g2 ideas, you're saying. Yeah, my mind is not in that headspace at the moment. I'm trying to defend this position. By no means do I claim to play sound openings. I'm looking for interesting games. The knight covering f7 from the mate. I should just hit his queen, I guess. But I can't, because then rook at h7 will mate me. Maybe I can just take this one. So I have a bishop to put here. Okay, I made it with knight at e7. I gotta cover that one. Yeah, that's a really delicate defense, that one. Alright. Yeah, maybe something different against the French. Let's just completely mix it up. Let's play an exchange. Hmm. The d5 is hanging. I'm just going for it straight away. If pawn e6, we've got knight takes e7, so that d4 doesn't drop the very next move. He's going well, figuring he's having to sack. So now pawn at g5, maybe. Knight at h5. I feel like I need to be decisive with this move. I'm gonna go this way. Knight at e4, I'll commit the king up. Knight at c7, yeah, I like pawn at d6 better. Alright, we'll play the open king. Can I be cheeky and take e4? Yeah, why not? Well, I shouldn't let the king castle. Maybe knight at b5. Yeah, knight at b5. Pawn at f4, I'll take it. If takes, takes. Knight here, I can run this way. I've got lots to run to. If he plays knight at b6, I should be able to run back this way. So if he castles, that's not ideal. Yeah. Alright, we'll just take this. My time. Oops, mouse slip. Yeah, that bishop wasn't meant to go to g1. But look, it stops knight at f2 check now. Oh dear. No, bishop at g1 didn't help white's position much. Queen h4 is a problem. I gotta take this, I guess. He's got the rook covering now. After bishop at g1, white deserves to lose, for sure. But we will try to survive this atrocious position. Somehow I still have defense around the king. Queen at g8 is a mate, so he's got to be careful. Okay, we'll let him have the bishop. We'll get the knight. Mate threat is on again. Yeah, we'll just go this way. He can have lots of bishops and lots of checks, but I don't think it'll be enough. He hasn't gone for it though. What are we doing here? We're gonna play the knights. Alright. We've got a game, increments, put all the time back on the clock. Well, I've got the bishop on g1, the mouse slip. Look, all the defense. Bishop at c4, king b2 is safe. I've got this one covering. White did not deserve to win this game. White did not deserve to win that game. Bishop g1, MVP. Yes, bishop at g1 with the plan of knight takes d4, knight takes d4, and bishop takes d4 like 20 moves later. Anticipating all the time scramble that was gonna come. Bishop at g1. My mouse knew better than I. My mouse is the prophet. Quality Crazyhouse right here. Come and get it at JannLee Crazyhouse. Yeah, someone said only queen h4 was m1. Yeah, there's quite possibly a whole lot of mates that JKiller missed that game. Alright, we'll get back to this. So this time I'll get to play this move. Should still be good for white. No, pawn at f6, pawn at g5 is still a problem. Maybe I have to back this one off. Okay, we'll take this one. There's a lot of knights, so I need to do it with bishop at h3. I got to cover here and here and here and here to make sure that I don't get mated. Knight at f5 has to be answered by here, or else if I take with a pawn, then knight at e6 looks like a problem, because the queen will come in on g6. So if knight at f5, we take here. If knight here, we take here. Okay. Can I do something like this? Because if takes, pawn at g2. Okay. Take that one. I don't mind that move. I've still got these bishops that look overextended, providing defense. Yeah, that's okay. Should I move? I have to take that. I can't allow that to stand. I've got to hit the queen. And also cover g4. Now, shall I actually conserve, or do I need to defend f5? Maybe I should just drop back. Yeah. I need to keep some pieces in hand to be able to attack efficiently. f6 has to be covered. Let's patch up here for a moment. I've got the two queens in hand. Queen at h5 is my next one. I want to make threats both on these two. So he's trying to take a rook off me. Let's not allow that. Knight at f8, we can just back off. Because if I allow him to take a rook, he had rook at h4 check as a defense. If I took h3, that was. Alright, time's ticking. Kind of risking a bit by giving up a knight there. Don't really like how I've played this. I've given him all the pieces he needs and didn't make progress. Stuff this one up. Alright, let's just keep our head up. Alright, we gotta go all in. All in with the attack. Now I've gotta go all in with the defense. Okay, I think I can take it. Famous last words. Am I holding? I got rook covering h8, so that was the key. And now g2 false. Alright, JK's called last there, he said he's had to go, and I should too, and you can see I've said it's nearly 2:30 AM. 70 viewers sticking around, thanks for watching. There were some interesting games in the late part of the series, including the mouse slip bishop at g1, which somehow still won. Yeah. Look out, I will try to get in touch with Yasser and try to make some stuff happen. It really would be an honor to be able to introduce 01 chess to the masses with Yasser 01 as my opponent, the creator of the game. Quite possibly the current master of the game, because maybe he has the most experience with it. So look, he's done so much to contribute his time to gain some interesting Crazyhouse. I think that's been my passion first and foremost, my variant. So yeah, it'd be nice to get 01 chess on. We might play some Crazyhouse as well, but yeah, would love to make that happen. So yeah, I'll let you guys know if that one's coming. If you miss it, I'll definitely put it on YouTube anyway. I'm gonna go there, guys. Really good to stream again. Put in 3 hours. And someone says 01 Crazyhouse. Yeah, we might do that step at a time. Yes, I will have a good sleep. I'm not on daddy duty tonight, which is really good. Thanks for all hanging out with me. It's been fun. Take care. We'll see you again soon. Alright. Bye for now.